Alright, I'm going to give a little bit, see if anybody hops on while I'm working on that. I'm going to pull some stuff up on my tablet and get some shares done. Real shucks. We're going to make my greens. I did my GLP-1 with some appetite control this morning. And we're going to make my greens and my fizz with my hydration. So, and just really check in, talk, see how everyone's doing, all the things. That, and I've had some questions that I want to answer for some people that have been asked the last couple of days. So, the best way I felt to do that was jump on and do a quick live. When you get on, as usual, give me a hi, howdy, hello in the comments. Let me know where you're coming in from. All the things. Hey, Hannah, can you go get my cord off of the desk in Nana's office, please, with the pink block? Here's to hoping my tablet doesn't die on me, because I kind of need it. Then go lay down, babe.
Fall asleep. I'll get up there. I don't have anything that might help me. I just saw a mouse.
Okay, babe, look at me. Remember, Mom's live, okay?
Here's your cord there, Mom.
Thanks, baby girl.
I'm gonna get Nicole a snack. She's wanting something to have a snack on the side.
Don't be too loud, girl, please.
Okay.
Hopefully I caught it before it starts to, like, really die on me.
Mom, can I have the Lunchable that's in here?
No, baby, that was bought for Bubba.
Okay.
Yeah, you can have some of the grapes. Mom will go get more today, hopefully.
I just went through the package and some.
No. No candy, Hannah. I'm almost done getting my shares done, guys.
I love you, Mom. Thank you for everything you've done for us.
You're welcome, baby.
Thank you for putting a roof over our head and clothes on our back and food on our plate.
Oh, baby.
And thank you for making my favorite food.
You're welcome.
I love ribs so much.
Listen, it's little things like this that remind me that I'm not a horrible mom.
You ain't horrible. We might not act very good, but we still love you. I even
You're
written you a
kids. I
song.
don't expect perfection. Alright, so I'm almost done. There's like one or two more places to show. That didn't sound
I
good.
accidentally had this
Okay,
phone I was moving.
babe, if you're gonna get a snack, will you get it out of your snack bin, please? But I need you to get that stuff picked up off the floor, please. I got this hair. If you can get the big chunks, then Mom will get the smaller ones with the broom. Because Mom lied.
No, Jackson. I'm needing the smaller bits.
That's fine, babe. Get back to my regular page. Okay, so first off, I wanted to jump on. People have asked me what I use, like what products I use, stuff like that, for my health and wellness journey, and I'm going to be upfront and honest with you. I know full well from experience that not all companies are a one-size-fits-all, and no single routine is a one-size-fits-all for everybody. That being said, I have kind of bebopped around with a couple different companies, and when I started my health and wellness journey. When I first started, I started with Thrive. Great products. I had a great experience with them when I used them. Not right now, really. I didn't get off of there. He needs to get off of there. I used them when I was pregnant with my oldest ones. At the time, I was looking for something that would help me make sure I was getting like the proper nutrients outside of like my prenatal. Okay, hold on a second, okay? Outside of while I was eating, because I knew I needed to take in extra calories because I was growing 2 humans. And Thrive really helped me with that. And I remember being in the OR, and the maternal fetal medicine doctor even looked at me and told me, had I not been using Thrive, I probably would not have carried my boys as far as I did, because I've always just been a natural tiny person. So carrying 2 humans was kind of a lot on my body. And I did it not once but twice. So there's that. No, I did not use Thrive with my youngest ones, but we'll get there. Can you get Mom the scissors? The other company that I have been with was Beachbody, formerly Body. I didn't mind the products. I didn't care for the I love what the shake mix did for me, but I couldn't get past the fact that their shake mix had a funky aftertaste, and it really I felt like I had to add a bunch of stuff to it to kind of counter that, and it just made it more difficult for me as a mom. I don't always have time to do the fully loaded shakes with the fruit and the yogurt and just all the things. Occasionally, yes, I do go that extra mile and do that, because I like to add those extra nutrients, and I like to add those extra things to my shake to change things up, but I needed something that was more simple, kind of like my Thrive shakes, that allowed me to just be able to add it to water and call it good. So that leads me to where I'm at now with the company that I'm with now, and the company that I love and I've been with for almost 6 years now, but not actively like selling them until recently, like actively sharing the products until recently. Arbonne, I've been with Arbonne now, like I said, for almost 6 years. I love the products. I love what they do for me. I love the company. And I love that they've got products that even my kids can use. And definitely just like over the moon with the company and just everything that it offers. So that's where I get my shake mixes now. Most of my shake mixes. I do also shop with the wellness store, because we do try to lead like between 95 and 98% holistic lifestyle, meaning we try to keep as many processed things out of our home as we possibly can. A lot of chemicals we try to keep out of our home. I have 2 chronic asthmatics. I have 2 with celiacs. So, I mean, and my stepdad has got really advanced. It's either diverticulosis or diverticulitis. I can't remember off the top of my head.
I almost forgot I had celiacs.
Yeah. So we try to maintain like this between 95 and 98% holistic lifestyle. And by all means, we are not perfect. There are some things that we do because of the convenience aspect of it. But there's that. So most of my shake mixes do come from Arbonne. I do have a couple that come from the wellness store that I do combine with my Arbonne ones, just because I like to change things up. Hi, Emmy! There's also a couple of supplements that I get from the wellness store that I use, and I'll share that throughout this also. I say a lot, so I'm sorry. Okay, can you go out there, please?
Hello, Ashley.
She's not on anymore. So, that being said, we're going to make my greens really quick, and talk about it a little bit. So, I love my greens. You can ask my kids. I drink them every single day. I live by my greens. My daughter that's over here, Miss Nicola, we were at their doctor's office one day, and their doctor actually, let me back up. We were on the way to the doctor's office, and I had stopped and gotten a cup of ice from the gas station, and a bottle of water and had made my greens on the go because I have a busy life. So I had made my greens on the go that day, and it is what it is. It's life.
Stepping outside barefoot.
Okay. And that my daughters love my greens. I joke with people that I have to hide when I have my greens because my daughters will steal them, but it's quite literally not a joke. So I had taken my greens into.
I got a piece.
Sorry, I got a piece of ice on my ring, and it made my ring really cold all the way around my finger. I hadn't finished my greens by the time we had gotten. By the time we had 1, gotten to the doctor, and 2, gotten called back by the doctor. And my daughter over here that you've seen, she had quite literally grabbed my cup of greens and went and hid underneath the desk. I have a picture of it somewhere in my phone. I'll have to show you guys. She had went and hid underneath the desk in the doctor's office and was drinking my greens. And I told her doctor, well, she just stole my greens. And her doctor goes, well, you know what? If she's going to drink it, I'm not going to complain. We talked about what there is in my greens, what it does. And her doctor was like, it needs to be rinsed off. And her doctor was like, if she's going to drink them, let them drink it. Like, had no complaints, was actually like 100% supportive of it. Absolutely no problems with it. It doesn't matter. And was all for it. So that leads to a couple of the other products that we have from Arbonne that my kids actually do use. So obviously the greens, it's packed full of your probiotics, your prebiotics, your antioxidants, collagen, vitamin C, hyaluronic acid. Just all the good things for your gut to support a healthy gut, healthy digestion, help eliminate bloating, help support your immune system, just all the things, and we love it. So that's the Green Synergy Elixir. I love it. My daughters love it. One of my boys love it. Just absolutely amazing. I'm hoping they launch this exclusive flavor that they used to have, that they launched last year at GTC. I'm hoping they launch it as a full-time flavor because it's so good. And I'm literally hoarding a box because I don't want to lose it. Nicola, please don't. It's not to play with. Also, another thing that we have in our home that my kids love, my kids ask me for them constantly, is the probiotic sticks from Arbonne. Kids 4 and up can use them, even adults use them, and they're simple as, they're like half the size of this packet. You just cut the top open, tip it back, and make it swallow it. They don't need to add water to it or anything like that. Perfect for on the go. Busy families, busy moms like me, all of it. One of my favorite things about Arbonne is there's literally options for everybody to support anyone and everyone. I am not going to say it again. So, there's that. This morning I did my GLP-1 and my appetite control. Let me elaborate a little bit on the GLP-1 with Arbonne. But to do that, I need to talk about GLP-1 as, by itself. So GLP-1 is actually a hormone that our gut produces to tell our brain, hey, we're full, quit eating, quit putting food in me. The GLP-1 with Arbonne can be used whether you are or you are not taking GLP-1 medication. It literally is there to help support that. The beautiful thing about Arbonne's GLP-1 is it builds off of the GLP-1 that your body is already producing. You drink it first. I drink mine first thing in the morning. If I remember right, there's not a designated best time to drink it, but I drink mine in the morning after I drink my coffee. Hi, Lacey. And then I also have started drinking my appetite control with it. My appetite control can be drank up to 3 times a day, and again, absolutely love it. They have helped our GLP-1 is designed to help quiet some of that food noise and help you from just wanting to snack all day, and it's been a 100% game changer for me, especially when I'm working and just doing all the mom things. And then I add my appetite control in. You can have up to 3 times a day. I only have to do it 1 time, but it's really helped support that, especially in my busy mornings when I'm I got things that I got to get done to get my day started, and that just really helps support that. So, there's that.
Mom, Jackson keeps throwing stuff in.
So, let's talk Energy Fizz and hydration. So, I drink Energy Fizz pretty regularly from Arbonne. You can have, if I remember right, you can have it's recommended not to have more than I believe 3 a day, 2 or 3 a day. I am at a point where I have kind of just gotten into a routine where, and it works for me. I don't need no more than 2, and it's really helped me cut back on my soda. So, Energy Fizz has got your B vitamins, which is is going to support like that healthy energy. And then it's got like a natural green tea in it, along with like tons of other vitamins and nutrients that your body needs. And it comes in a variety of different flavors, which is a game changer. And then the other thing that I actually add to my Energy Fizz is a Sustain. These are not through Arbonne. These are through the wellness store. And the biggest reason why I add these is because these help with hydrating. I hear it more often than not, and I actually just heard it again today, and which was why nope, not right now.
I know.
Not over here. Okay, can you go out there with him, please? Thank you. I heard it again today, so I wanted to hop on and share why it's a struggle. So, one thing I hear more often than not, 1, as an Arbonne consultant, 2, as a health coach and health and wellness whiz, and just someone as a mom in general, I know we struggle with it. Struggle with staying hydrated. You can drink water all day long, and if you're struggling to stay hydrated, chances are it's because you're not getting the necessary electrolytes that your body needs to help keep you hydrated. So I add a hydration stick along with an Energy Fizz together, and one thing that has helped me immensely is the fact that I drink 1 or 2, like 2 of these a day, and they have the measurements on the sides, so I don't have it completely filled right now because I didn't want to fill it and then have the Energy Fizz end up fizzing over. But I will, after we get off, fill it to the 32-ounce line, and I will drink up to 2 of these a day, and adding that hydration stick once a day has helped me immensely. So, like I said, if you're struggling with hydration, a lot of that could be because you're not getting the necessary electrolytes that your body needs. Sodium, potassium, magnesium, stuff like that are necessary things to help maintain that hydration and make sure your body is getting the proper hydration that it needs. Some of the signs that you may be struggling with hydration are headaches, fatigue, dizziness, dry lips. I have dry lips because I haven't drank any water at all today. I've done my coffee, I did my GLP-1, and I've just been going all morning. So, and then having to use the restroom constantly, but still being thirsty. Now, if you're a child and that is something that you struggle with, I would highly recommend getting in, especially if you've got like diabetes that runs in your family. I would highly recommend getting into your doctor and getting tested. We had that concern with one of my daughters because she would drink water and then 15 minutes later she was in the bathroom peeing. So we 100% thought she had some like childhood diabetes going on. Turns out she didn't. She just has a small bladder. So there's that. But those are also, stress can affect how well your body is being hydrated. That cortisol hormone can play a huge impact on a lot of things in your body. So highly recommend if you're stressed a lot, that cortisol hormone is that stress hormone that's going to put your body into that fight or flight mode. So if you have poor balance within your gut microbiome, that is really because your gut isn't absorbing those nutrients like it's supposed to, and it's letting those nutrients go other places. That can affect your hydration, inflammation, and even low stomach acid. So, if you're drinking a lot of caffeine, that can cause dehydration. So, if you're drinking a lot of soda or stuff like that, that can affect that. Aside from like the hydration sticks, another thing that I do is I will buy lemons and I'll cut lemon up and I will have lemon water a couple of times a week. That will help me with being hydrated. It also helps give that vitamin C that my body needs to help support my immune system. I haven't done that in a hot minute. Good thing I'm going to the store later today because I'll get some vitamin C while I'm there, or some lemon while I'm there, and do that. You can also support hydrating yourself through some of the foods that you eat. Cucumbers is a good one. Watermelon, oranges, and even bone broth. Bone broth can also help you with getting that necessary collagen that your body needs. Collagen is so much more than just hair, skin, nails. It can actually support your bones, your joints, even your gut microbiome. So there's that. If your nervous system is in a constant fight or flight mode, that can, because it's your body it's the way that your body is like processing things, and so if your nervous system is in a fight or flight mode, then it's going to make it hard for your body to, one, notice those red flags that you're dehydrated and that you're struggling to stay hydrated. Two, thank you. Two, it's going to tell your body to send those nutrients somewhere else, and therefore just making it even more. Hold on a second, okay? Therefore, making it even more of a struggle. So, if your nervous system is in a fight or flight mode, highly recommend taking some time to reset that nervous system. Breathing exercises work great with that. It's breathe in for 8 seconds, hold for 4, slowly release for 7. That one's a good one. Getting outside and getting your feet into the grass is a good one. I have sensory issues, so I don't like my feet bare feet touching the ground or anything. But occasionally, you can ask my daughters, occasionally I will step outside and I'll put my bare feet on the ground, and sometimes just like getting myself close to nature helps me. It also helps kind of ground me and really help reset that nervous system for me. And just taking some time to like slow down throughout your day, taking some time to just breathe and relax is going to help reset that nervous system, to also help your body just be able to notice those red flags when it's happening. So, sorry, I kind of flew through that really quick. If you have any questions, be sure to let me know in the comments, and I'm happy to help. A couple of the other things, because I said I would touch on a few of the other things that I use from the wellness store, as far as their supplements especially, because I know I don't share near enough on here about the supplements that I use. They have the performance Vitapacks that I use. The beautiful thing is the one that I get it's a little packet, and it's got an AM one and a PM one. So, yep, leave it alone. So my AM ones obviously take in the morning, and my PM ones I obviously take at night. And then oh snap. Oh snap. Sorry, my mom showed me something.
It says zoom in on the first picture. This is nice.
Is that here?
That's here. Not even.
Okay. Girls, go out there, please. So, no, you're okay, Mom. So there's the Vitapacks that I use. Back on the Energy Fizz and the Hydration Fizz sticks, my dad uses the Energy Fizz, and he uses the Hydration sticks, so there's that.
I just sent it to you in Messenger, and won't let me share it, so.
Okay.
I'm happy.
My mom has started drinking the Sassy Teas. I'll share more about that in the coming days, because I have signed up under my mom with Sassy Teas, and I'm going to be ordering some of it. And promise you, they're going to be a game changer to your hydration games. Just saying.
Not just that, but they're supposed to be healthy and flavors and different ideas.
So there's that. And so like I said, I'll share more on that in the coming days. But some of the things that I use, the Vitapacks from Melaluca. I also have a Vitality multivitamin that I have from them. And then we buy the snack bars for me and the kids. And Nicola actually just got done eating Nicola, you had the berry and yogurt granola bar, didn't you? Yeah, so Nicola just got done eating a berry and yogurt granola bar. If you caught my live a couple of days ago, you've seen me unbox some of our Melaluca stuff.
And they have kids ones too.
Yeah, so the Sassy Teas, they have a kids menu too. So there's the granola bars. I use the Vitapacks. We use the cleaning supplies. I know that doesn't help with like this topic. So the yogurt berry one, it's the Simply Fit ones. They also have protein bars. I have some of them. I just haven't tried them yet. Life is lifing, and I just kind of grab and call it good when I'm leaving for work, unless I pack my bag the night before. The kids use the Splash H2O packets. Quietly, please. So we use the Splash H2O packets. We buy them in the individual so that the kids can mix them like on the go, and we also buy them in the family packs so that we can make like big jugs of them. They come in a variety of different flavors, which is super nice. We use the Activate C, we used this a lot this last week because of people being sick and really just trying to get it out of the house. And everybody is officially on the mend, so winning. And then I mentioned the shake mix that I use from Melaluca. They have a variety of different flavors also, which is nice because it just gives me some variety, and I can kind of mix and match on how I do it. My favorite combo is the Arbonne Feel Fit or Essential Meal Chocolate Shake Mix with the Caramel Creme Brulee, I believe is what it's called, through Melaluca. The combination together is like bomb.com delicious, and a definite winner in my book. I also have pre-workout from Melaluca that I use, and yeah, I mean, there's a lot, and I really will go have like a whole spread on the things that I use one day. I just wanted to hop on here and do some educating for some people that have had questions and wanted to know if the things work. And I will post some pictures of me before I started using Melaluca, or not Melaluca, but before I started using Arbonne, which is where I really started seeing game changers in my health and my wellness journey, and stuff like that. But also a big impact on that is the people that you surround yourself with. If you're surrounding yourself with toxic people, it's going to put your body in stress and cause your body stress because it's going to put your body into fight or flight mode. And once your body is stressed, can cause your body to gain weight, and just so many things. So that being said, when I started my health and wellness journey, I was knocking on 200 pounds, and I was not pregnant when I started my health and wellness journey. Hey. February of 2000, I have a picture of me from around February of 2019, and I kid you not, I'm knocking on 200 pounds, and I wasn't pregnant at the time. And right now, I fluctuate between 149 and 153-ish. A lot of that has to do with hormones and stuff like that, so I'm not even mad. But for me to drop roughly 50 pounds, give or take some, is a game changer, and I feel it in my body 100%. But also the last year and a half, 2 years, I've really focused on honing in on our gut health and focusing on how we can fix our gut health, because if you have poor gut health and a poor gut microbiome, it's going to affect your body in so many ways. Go back to that fight or flight mode. It's going to affect that. One, it's going to cause inflammation within your body, which in turn is going to make you gain weight. So making sure you're getting the proper nutrients is a game changer. Making sure you're getting proper probiotics and prebiotics. Those are good and bad bacteria. You have to have a certain balance of good and bad bacteria in your gut to be able to have a healthy gut, because if you strictly have good bacteria, your body is not going to be able to fight, not necessarily going to be able to fight off things when it gets it, because it's not going to have those bad bacteria to help counter it, if that makes any sense. Usually we see people with a 20-80 balance, which means 20% good bacteria, 80% bad bacteria, but you want a 80% good bacteria, 20% bad bacteria to help have that proper balance, so that you have those bad bacteria there to help support when your body does get affected by something, because it's giving your body that little bit of exposure to bad bacteria that it needs. Think of your probiotics and your prebiotics as the good guys and the bad guys in your gut. So there's that. But that's the beautiful thing about the greens from Arbonne, is they do provide some of those prebiotics and probiotics to help support that healthy gut, but also helps minimize some of that bloat, because if you have proper digestion, then it's going to help limit that bloat. So I know I kind of flew through that, and I talked really fast, so I'm sorry. If you have any questions, pop them down below. I'm happy to answer anything that I can, and happy to support anybody on their journey.